Alright, you guys, welcome back to another top 8 video. Today is going to feature Kingdra versus Incineroar. Now, if you might be thinking to yourself, hey, this sounds like a lopsided matchup. That's because it is. There are so many things that make this matchup just super unfavorable for Incineroar. First of all, obviously, the water weakness, right? Kingdra's just going to be able to bop the Incineroar fairly easily. Don't get me wrong, the only water, attackers in Kingdra are the Brine Kingdra, which does 90 and 30. And so what that's going to do is it's still not going to one-shot Incineroar GX. And then the one from Legends Awakened, the other water Kingdra, does 10 times every water and shuffles them back in. So, in that scenario, you need... let's see, I'm trying to think here. What do you need in that scenario? 250 is 13, so you need 13 energies in the discard pile, and there's 16 water, so you still need a lot of water. So that's the only thing that is really troubling, is that the water weakness is on the two ones that aren't doing enough damage to really one-shot Incineroar still. However, Incineroar is going to need to evolve, so if Incineroar ever takes 30 damage, or ever gets one-shot somehow, some way, or just gets set up with knockouts by putting 10 on it and that sort of thing, it's not going to be able to loop that Incineroar over and over again, and Kingdra's just going to keep taking knockouts left and right because it's just one-shotting everything in the deck. So it looks like I decided to go into this Incineroar as a kind of just a different buffer way. And look at this turn 1. This turn 1 is just gross. A Goop plus both support Pokemon and an Incineroar all up. The only thing that would have made that turn any better is if that Incineroar on the bench had been a GX, right? Just go straight in GX turn 1, following a Goop as well. That would have made that the only thing that would have made that hand better. But Green, nevertheless, he still gets this rare candy to the Brine, so he will take a knockout turn 1. And he will item find. Let's see what he's going to item find. I think he gets somewhere to get that back out. Nope, Breeder. So he still is going to get a knockout here, which is totally fine. What is he searching for? I think he's actually taking back this Uxie. I think he's saying, look, dude, if you gooped me, I won't take the Uxie, I'll actually take the Lapras. So, but yep, there's the knockout onto the Heatmore. I'm bringing up the Incineroar, and I'm going to need a Blacksmith and some heads flips or something, because at this point it's not good. It's straight just not good, right? What do I do here? My main attacker just got knocked out. I mean, not main attacker, but my attacker got knocked out. It's rough. I'm taking back everything. I'm really needing this Blacksmith to try to get some sort of momentum going. There's a Double Gust in my hand. Not a Double Gust. That's not a Double Gust. That just doesn't play Double Gust. What is in that hand? That's a Marley's and a Skyla. Oof, even worse. Oak's Invention for sure. That's one thing to go with. And I might actually try to see if I have a Surprise Time Machine. I don't think there is one on the deck, but if there was, this would be the perfect place for it, because Brian's not going to knock me out in one shot, and there's really no way for the Legends Awakened Kingdra to knock me out well. So if I can hit some sort of Surprise Time Machine, I think that'd be essentially. But looks like I missed all of that, and that's going to be a straight old pass. He just needs a way to get out of the active, and he's just going to start slaying. He's got a Lysander, so he's going to be able to take a knockout on whatever he wants if he can get out of the active. But that's not looking like to be the case. Uxie for 2 might be the option, or it's going to be Lapras, sorry. And Lapras is easily just going to go for Guzma. Or, nope, it's going to be for Lapras for Skyla for Switch. And there's Grady skipping the supporter step yet again, as he commonly does. Dude, grab a Karina. You have to grab the supporter first. I said, nope, I oaxed you. You can't look at this hand of yours. So maybe his Karina's actually prized. So he's not going to be able to glide the Claydol. But at the same time, he's fine with... Oh, no, there's the Karina. He just missed it. So, whoops. So there is the Evolve and the Floatstone, and just not a good scenario here. Just a whole bunch of yikes. There's a Breeder and another Kingdra. This matchup is super one-sided, plus a Goop, and I'm just throwing my hands down from frustration. Like, what do I do, right? Like, I'm gooped here. I got nothing in this hand of mine. I'm probably just going to promote the Uxie and Psychic Restore into the Claydol so he doesn't take double knockout. Like, nope, we're just going to straight get the Claydol. I really could have promoted the Uxie and done some cool stuff there. I don't know why I was thinking that I needed to promote the Claydol. But the Uxie is the only other way. So, looks like I'm missing out on... Oh, I had the Guzma, so maybe that was it. Guzma for the Lapras to hope to stall, and this Computer Search might just go for a Hex to stall him back. Nope, it's gonna go for a Litten. We're gonna try to set up this this doodad. Oh, maybe not. Nope, it's gonna be for a Dowsing Machine? For Oak. So, just saying, hey, this hand's trash. I'm gonna try to draw into it. Like, I need to. Right? I'm just so far behind anyways that I just need to draw into this thing. So there's a Pecan for the Litten, so we did draw into it. So that play ended up being worth it. It used a Dowsing Machine, but hey, what can you do? And here is a 20 into the Claydol. I'm going into the Claydol because I don't want him to brine it. I don't want him to take a double knockout here. And I think that's obviously what he intends to do. If Grady can get out of the active somehow, he will just take a... If he can get out of the active, like an Escape Rope or a Warp Point here, just royally screws me. Like, just straight up Dunzo. Dunzo population me. So there's an attachment on the bench. Here's a Wally into the Porygon 2. I don't remember gooping or hexing, so Grady's going to have free reign to kind of do whatever he wants to do. He has that Lysander in his hand already. He just needs the Floatstone or the Switch. And here's the Claydol 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's an item finder for the Floatstone that I so kindly removed for him. And then there's a Switch, and here's a Lysander going to be onto the Sharing. Going to take both my support Pokemon out. This game is a stomp, like you would expect it to be. What do I do? Teammates is a good solace here. I could do some sort of shenanigans with the Ninetales. Problem is that the Ninetales is an EX, so there's a Breeder into the Incineroar and say pass, like, hey dude, like, try knocking this out. You don't have the Legends Awakened Kingdra out, and the only way that you can get this knockout is by, like, spray splashing it and a Choice Band. Like, you can't one-shot this, so come at me. That's kind of the idea here. We'll see what Grady can respond with. It's definitely not the worst. I mean, he's got so much stuff. Here's another Horsey. This deck is just so streamlined. It's so simple, and just get Kingdras out and take knockouts. Like, Kingdra's just a good friggin' deck, man. The Brine Kingdra just made this deck so much better. Battle Compressoring away some stuff here. Let's see, there's stuff he really doesn't need. I don't know how to come back from this at all. Like, I don't think I can. I think I need him to not knock out this. I need the Incineroar to take so many knockouts. Like, I need to do cute stuff with a catcher onto the Claydol and an N and hope he draws dead. That's really going to be it. The cool thing about Kingdra is that, like, the Kingdra that shuffles all the waters back in, it really mucks up your deck. So if you don't do it before or after a trump card, after a trump card, or before a trump card, sorry, because if you do it after, it obviously does no damage, but you gotta do it near a trump card, I would say. That's neither here nor there, because there's the Spray Splash, so now he does have the opportunity to knock out the Incineroar in one shot with a Choice Band. Choice Band Spray Splash will knock out the Incineroar. Here's a Hex, not great, and he's going to actually just take the Tornado Shot onto the bench and saying, like, look dude, you gotta get out of the active, like, homie, come at me. There is a Misty's Wrath. There's a trump card in there, but we don't need it. There's a Blacksmith, don't need it. Iris, we don't need it. Or maybe we could need the Iris, but Rescue Stretcher will probably grab... Ooh, no, we're shuffling some stuff back in instead. The scary part is benching the Feebas. I need to bench the Feebas with the Melodic because it's just putting a 30 HP Pokemon on the bench. Here's a letter, so I do have a retreat at the very least. But Ultra Balling away both of those. There's a Volcanion, Muscle Band, Laser. I don't know why I looked down, like... I don't know why I like shrugged my shoulders all shamefully there, but Swoop Teleporter. Just kind of look through my deck. I think it's gonna be a fail. That card's kind of useless right now, anyways. Benching some more fire Pokemon to do some more damage, and I missed an energy. I risked all of that and missed energy. I don't know why I got rid of all those energies in the first place. I think I was just shooting too close to the stars. No, I already attached? Question mark. Looks like I attached for turn on the Incineroar. Maybe I messed that up. Me flipping off Grady and running away because Grady hit a Mallow here. I think he's looking for Choice Band. Maybe the deck doesn't play. Oh, that's right. We found out actually the deck doesn't play Choice Band. So it's one of those things that like definitely it needs to go in there. I looked at his prizes for him, like, dude, the Choice Band's not in here. I guess the deck doesn't. I think that, yeah, me reaching over here is me reaching over and looking up to see if we actually play Choice Band, which we found out we do not. I don't know why I was talking about it, but that's like the math here. So yeah, he actually can't one-shot Incineroar, but that's totally fine because he's already up, what, like 8, he's up 5 prizes to none in terms of prizes taken. So, like, whatever, because he just needs to take 3 more knockouts, and I see 3 more on the field right now in the form of Vulpix, not Heatmore, whatever that is, I'm tired, you know what I mean. Volcanion's another prize he can take. He's just gonna, he wanted to get out of the active so he could do 90-30 to this Vulpix and set it up for knockout next turn, and set it up for game next turn even. Just because this turn he'll do a Brine and knock out the Volcanion and do 30 to the Vulpix, and saying like, dude, if you don't knock this out, like, yeah, you're done, boy. So we'll see what happens here. Muscle Band will come down. Acrobike. This game's just all over about the shouting. And there's a Mallow finally from Grady. I am just so done with this game. It is just a straight up stomp. So this matchup is just super unfortunate for Incineroar. You know, like, not what you ever want to see as Incineroar. I think Incineroar is a really good deck. I think Kingdra is a really good deck, but this type advantage is just so detrimental. I think without the type advantage, this matchup's actually a lot closer. Like, if you didn't do that. So there's a Versus Seeker for Hex, and I'm just like, whoa. Didn't you already play one supporter? And I was like, yeah, dude, you Guzma and you Mallowed, homie. So yeah, this sets him up next turn for a Spray Splash on the benched one, and then just knocking out the other bench fire Pokemon. So, trying to do some math here. How many fire Pokemon do I need to knock him out? 2 prizes left. I'm going to go for a Collector. Hopefully I can get that there. There's a Feebas, so obviously I need the Melodic in the hand this turn. I have a, oh nope, looks like I'm taking it back. Because I'm like, ugh, I can't take this, I can't put the Feebas on the bench. Because I'll just die. So if I miss the knockout, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 Pokemon, 1, 10, 1, 30. Hold on, let me do this. 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 130. That is a knockout. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Oh, that Tri-Bullet. That's what it is. See, up there is game. Sorry, I forgot that like Brine doesn't do it, but Tri-Bullet will do it. He just needs an energy and goes knockout on the Feebas, so I can't bench the Feebas. But looks like I didn't hit the Skyfield and the extra fire Pokemon, so there's no way for me to win anyways this turn. So that's why I scooped there. Drawing into stuff. So there's that. So that is the end of the game. Grady shows me what he has in his hand. It's just a stomp. That matchup's so bad. So, but anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in game 2 of this matchup.